I'm Aaliyah.
Hi, I'm Amy. On September 2nd, Aaliyah and I went to a local tourist spot in Orlando called Gatorland.
Florida is known for many things like Disney World and beaches, but it is also well known for having alligators. As a local, alligators aren't an uncommon sight, but you do get them in pools and see them while you're on your walks, especially if you live by a body of water.
But always remember, alligators are wild animals and can be very dangerous. You should always keep a safe distance away from the gators. Most of the time, they won't bother you if you don't bother them.
That said, they are cool animals and people are curious about them. Gatorland provides people with a closer look at these animals and a safe environment.
Gatorland is open year-round and rain or shine, with a few exceptions being holidays like Christmas and Easter or extreme weather conditions like hurricanes.
The staff at the park keeps people educated about the animals they have. Most of the animals are native to Florida and ones you might run into during your stay here. They have shows, presentations, and exhibits that all contain different information about the animals. The park boasts attractions like an off-road buggy trip and ziplining over dozens of alligators.
Admission into Gatorland is under $30 for a full day. They also have discounts for certain days, groups over 10 people, online coupons, a Florida resident discount, and more. The Florida resident discount must be done at the entrance of Gatorland with a valid ID showing a Florida address. All other discounts can be done online or through calling their customer service. If you enjoy photography, Gatorland offers a photographer's pass to get into the park early to get those early bird shots, and then stay late to catch more photos of the animals that get more active as the sun goes down. Of course, the park offers annual passes if you want to come back throughout the year, and are definitely worth it if you enjoy the wildlife.
The park is close to many things in Central Florida. Located on the Orange Blossom Trail, or OBT as many of us locals call it, Gatorland is only a 30-minute drive from the Orlando International Airport, 25 minutes away from Disney World, and an hour away from the coastline.
Gatorland may be a theme park, but also acts as a wildlife preserve. It is a family-owned business that has been open since 1949.
Florida is warm and humid all year, but during the summer it is especially so. When you're planning your trip to come here, please make sure to wear comfortable clothes. Things like t-shirts, shorts, and walking shoes are highly recommended. Although you can't bring food into the park, you can bring water.
For younger kids and families, they have a splash zone area to cool off and relax from walking around. Aaliyah and I came here first to get some footage of the water park before all the families got here. They also offer a playground without the water for the parents who don't want to get the car wet on the way back home. Both the playground and water park are close to the entrance of Gatorland. It took Aaliyah and I only a few minutes to walk from the entrance to here.
There's also many places to get food, places to sit, eat, and get out of the sun.
Gatorland has many volunteer residents at the park, like this vulture in this pine tree we saw while walking around.
There's many other volunteer residents, like these birds, all of which are seen frequently around Florida. I've seen both of these breeds in my front yard many times, normally in small groups, eating whatever insects they can find in the grass.
Aside from all the volunteers, the park has many species of animals that they have for you to see and learn about, like these macaws grooming themselves to get ready for the day.
They also have a great horned owl named Athena and a very sleepy possum,
a snake getting ready for a meet and greet,
a handful of deer eating afternoon grass,
and a tortoise who is over 100 years young.
They also have a large cage of parakeet, and while we didn't stay to count, we assume there's over 100 in there. Every one of them was super cute and altogether very noisy. But, as great as all of these animals are, most people come to Gatorland to see actual gators.
Gatorland hosts many different sizes and ages of alligators. The most important thing they do is keep a barrier between you and the alligator.
We can say there's a lot of gators here, but it's different than actually seeing the amount in person. There's a lot of gators here. You can pretty much walk over to any body of water and find an alligator just hanging out, waiting for a tourist to drop some of the gator food you can purchase while here.
The park does an excellent job of giving you a safe spot to get nice pictures of a single gator or many gators swimming around each other.
One of the many ways the park does this is by segregating the gators by age and size. The bigger and older gators are in a different area than the smaller and younger ones. They separate them with a fenced boardwalk between the bodies of water.
For example, you have one large body of water with the older and bigger gators on one side. Then have the boardwalk separating these small gators on the other side. These little guys here are just 2 to 3 years old.
The water is shallower and clearer here, so you can see the full body of the gators even when they are in the water. These guys are sunbathing to get warm.
An unusual sight the park has are some albino alligators. These, like other species of animals with the trait, are born without the pigment in their bodies and so get the white coloring on their skin. Many albino have red eyes, but the two pictured have dark blue, which is an even rarer trait to have.
Of course, the majority of alligators are not albino, but are still very cool to see in person.
If you don't mind and are able to walk upstairs, there are multiple towers to climb up to get a better view of the nature around you. It's well worth the short walk up just to get the breeze from up on the towers, but the best part is the view.
Each tower, of course, has a slightly different view, but we'd recommend the ones by the water to see a bird's eye view of the gators as they swim. As you can see, the 110 acres doesn't go to waste here. So many of the animals make this area their home, and it's a beautiful sight to see.
And as always,
Thank you for taking the time to view our video. Bye!